Hello, everybody. Hello, nice to see so many faces. And actually, even before we begin, I want to thank so many of you for joining yesterday in the Constructive Way Conversations group. There was lots of Daily Antidote people in there, and it was absolutely wonderful to have you all there. Thanks for being part of all of the thinking and discussing that we've been doing as a community. So I see Janet and Pete. Hi, Janet and Pete in Toronto, and hi, Carolyn. Great to have you again. Hi, Beryl. Nice to have you again. And Pete, hello to Pete in Florida, Deborah in Kentucky, Kathleen in Albuquerque. Nice to have you. Karen in Arizona, Isabel in Florida, Kathy in Virginia, Cecily in Maryland, Amy in DC. So we haven't even had any overlapping states yet. Anne, nice to see you. Dan, nice to see you. Adele, Nancy, Mommy in New Jersey, Jane, great to have you. Jennifer, Diane, Harriet, Lynn, another Lynn. Thanks to all of you, Dion, Sandra, Nancy. Thanks to all of you for being here today. It's great to see such a lovely crowd. And hello also, and thank you to everybody on Facebook for joining us today. Before I forget, if you are new to us, please put your state or your country in the chat box. We love to know where everybody's coming from. So welcome to the Washington Rebels Carpe Diem Arts Daily Antidote of Song. I'm Jo Rossi. I am the Community Engagement Director at Washington Rebels and also on the board of Carpe Diem Arts. And we've been doing this, as many of you already know, for well over 100 days now and counting. And it's really, really super to have created this program and be sharing this program with so many people who are kind of looking for the same sorts of things we are looking for during isolation and during all of the social upheaval, and it's really been beautiful. Thanks for sharing in this with us. There are a few links coming into the chat box. My email, in case you'd like to be on the Daily Antidote list, which is we send the lyrics and the song leaders out in advance, or almost in advance, as in today. And thank you, a big shout out to Colin K. Bills and Nico Rossi DeMattis for operating the tech platforms here day after day. And also a donate link if anybody is willing or interested in donating. We are definitely trying to do everything we can to keep this program moving forward as the length of time extends. Any funds contributed to the Daily Antidote go straight to the performers that are leading us in song. So thank you very much. And today, I will say today is a Muslim holiday, Eid al-Adha, and it is a holiday I've actually only just learned a bit about and feel underqualified to really talk about very much. But I was really grateful that I connected with Tim, and Tim has actually had a long-standing relationship with Bosnia and has studied musics from all over the world. And I'm actually going to let Tim tell us a little bit about one song that he's going to share with us just so we can hear something, and then a friendship song that he's going to share with us so that we can sing. And friendship there is overlapping friendship in the ways that the holiday is celebrated. So Tim, thank you so much for being here, and thanks for doing all this for us.
Yeah, well, good morning, good noon. As you probably are aware, the place of music in Islam is complicated, um, and the appropriateness of me sharing anything about it is doubtful. But and the song that I want to play is really only sort of peripherally related. It's not about the holiday. It's a song. I don't know if there's any Balkan people online here, but if there are, you surely know it. It's one of the most popular Bosnian songs. It's a love song, like a lot of them, Sevdalinka, and I wanted to just kind of build a little bridge to something that uh, um, illustrates some of the connections in sort of thought connections, spiritual connections. So Eid al-Adha in Bosnia will be celebrated tomorrow, and it's called Kurban Bayram in Bosnia. It's not as the huge festival as Bayram in the winter, but it's a sort of optional holiday. Some people get the day off. You can take the day off. Some businesses are closed. But it is the kind of a feast of sacrifice, is the way it's sometimes referred to. It's the something that is, although the celebration is not in common, the story is in common through all the Abrahamic religions, because comes from the story of Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his son, um, and then God's acceptance of a lamb in place of his son. And so in the sort of practice of the the holiday, it's uh, centered around a lamb, and it's shared amongst the family and friends, and then also leaving a third for the poor. And it is very connected to friendship, recognizing its connection to God. There's last year, um, in Bosnia, there's usually a speech about some kind of a social issue, and in the Jamia, the main mosque. And I just found that last year, Hussein Kawazovic, who's the head of the um, community there, he said something that I think we can relate to. He says differences in directions, cultures, and races are similar to the phenomenon of different species in nature, adding that all of this reflects the omnipotence of God, which should incite respect and reverence for him in human souls. None shall feel a love for God until a love for people spills out of them. Um, so again, this is not a Bairam song. It's just a very common love song. If you know it, you can sing along. Although I'd probably just do one verse. It's Moi Dil Bere. Moi Dil Bere. So the chorus just goes, "Oh, how I love you, a different word for love. Aman, Aman is kind of like amen, or just like it's not a nonsense syllable, but anyway, Aman, Bože moj, oh my God, how much I love you." That's basically the chorus. So kind of with that in your ears, I got a song from good old Northampton, Massachusetts, across the bridge from where I live. Um, it's got a tune that will be stuck in your ears if you don't already know it. It shows up in all kinds of different places. It shows up as sometimes an offertory, a drinking song, a shape note song, a dance tune. I've heard they use it in Morris dancing. Anyway, these words are from Northampton, Massachusetts publication. The tune goes, I'll play it a little bit slow. Do it one more time. Da dee dee dum dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dum dee da 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 dee da 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 dee dee da 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 dee 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 da 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 dum dee da 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 dee da dee da da. Hopefully now it's stuck in your head, and the words should be there popping up on the chat. There are many more verses, but we'll just do three of them. Maybe I'll throw an instrumental in there or something. So verse 1, here we go. Friendship to every living mind opens a heavenly treasure. There may the sons of sorrow find sources of real pleasure. See what employments men pursue, then you know all my words are true. Friendship alone unfolds to view sources of real pleasure. For all False are the joys which fools esteem, fading and transitory. Mirth is as fleeting as a dream or a delusive story. Luxury leaves a sting behind, wounding the body and the mind. Only in friendship can we find pleasure and solid glory. Here we go with the last verse. Happy the man who has a friend formed by the God of nature. Well may he feel and recommend friendship with his creator. Then as our hands in friendship join, so let our social powers combine, ruled by a passion most divine, friendship with our creator. Repeat. Then as our hands in friendship join, so let our social powers combine, ruled by a passion most divine, friendship with our creator. You can hum along if you like.
Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome. I hope you all got to sing along a little bit. Didn't have a lot of time to practice, but now hopefully it's stuck in your head. You can sing it the rest of the day.
It is definitely one of those stuck in your head kind of songs. And it's also, at least for me, or maybe if you've listened to a lot of that style of music, it comes quickly, or it feels like it comes quickly. And I saw a lot of people moving to it really very quickly, and then mouths moving. So I hope everybody did pick up on it. Thank you, Tim, so much. If you don't mind, after the discussion, we'll ask you to just give us a little bit of it again so we can pop it back in our heads.
Sure.
And in the meantime, I'm going to say thank you to everyone on Facebook Live for joining us. And we actually have had several times during Arabic American Heritage Month, we presented some amazing singer-songwriters and musicians, and no one was available today, but we're going to be booking and hosting and singing along with and discussing with members of the community in the upcoming month or months. So thank you again for joining us. And Tim, thanks for teaching us a little bit today and bringing us some Bosnian music and a friendship tune. That was perfect.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Goodbye, Facebook Live. Thanks.